The stage is set at the Batangas racing circuit in the Philippines as all eyes are focused on the drivers for the final race of the season of the 2005 Asian Formula 3 Super Prix. At pole is Irish John O'Hara of Shell Helix Kinetic PCSO. Second is Rodolfo Avila from Macau of Christian Jones Motorsport. Third is Indonesian Ananda Mikola of Fastron Racing with 3 Bond. Fourth is Filipino Dado Peña of Goddard Minardi Team Asia. Leading the promotions class in 6th is Irish Emmett Queenan of Speedtech Asia. Second in the promotions and 7th overall is Indonesian Moreno Soprapto of Denso Hanjin Hoson F3. And third in the promotions and 9th overall is Irish Lee Farrell of Aviation Display Team Ireland. O'Hara once again raced off to a good start with Ananda Mikola soaring his way to second from 4th on the grid, while the rest of the pack hustled for position entering the first turn. Avila seemed to take hold of 3rd place while C was at 4th. Into the lap, and it was a nose-to-tail battle for first between O'Hara and Mikola, with Mikola really hounding behind O'Hara's gearbox. Not far behind was Avila at 3rd. Mikola still pushing into the hairpin. Still at 4th was Filipino Tyson C, and 5th leading the promotions was Queenan ahead of Legree, Farrell, and Soprapto. Meanwhile, Filipino Dado Peña had to end this race due to steering problems.
And going into the first turn, Rodolfo outbraked Dado from very far behind, and Tyson C tried to go around the outside of both of them, and basically Tyson had to turn in. His rear wheel hit Dado's front wheel in the corner, and it broke the steering arm. So that was the end of his race. There was no steering left on the car.
The first corner, I was in front of Dado, but Dado was inside. Then braking point, he hit me. So after that, I managed to catch up.
At the top, it was still O'Hara in the lead with Mikola 2nd, Avila 3rd, C 4th, and Queenan leading the promotions in 5th. Winslow this time was making his way up through mid-pack. Starting from the back of the grid, Winslow now managed to move up to 6th place. Now at the grandstand, and Winslow was now steadily climbing his way up the field, this time passing promotions leader Queenan to grab 5th place. Behind Queenan were Legree and Soprapto, both 2nd and 3rd in the promotions class. Back at the top, and O'Hara was now extending his lead from Mikola, with Avila behind at 3rd. While at the back, a car seemed to have lost control and overshot the last turn. It was Filipino Tyson C who luckily did the stall and managed to get the car back in the race. Meanwhile, Irish Emmett Queenan continued to lead in the promotions class, with Soprapto this time in 2nd and Jonathan Legree in 3rd. Once again at the last turn, Tyson C spun into the gravel, but this time was unlucky to get back in the race.
I spun, so I think we have a damage. I'm not sure yet. So after that, luckily the car is still starting, so I was catching up, but I spun again. So pushing too hard maybe.
A sad finish for the promising Filipino who was in strong contention for 2nd place in the overall title. Meanwhile, Lee Farrell was also out of the race. Back in the promotions battle, it was still Soprapto 2nd and Legree 3rd. Back at the front, it was a lucky Irishman, John O'Hara, in command. A great lights to flag win for Shell Helix Kinetic PCSO driver, winner of the final 2 races of the season. Second was Indonesian Ananda Mikola. At 3rd was Rodolfo Avila from Macau, and a great finish for British James Winslow, taking 4th after starting at the back of the grid. After 12 rounds, Mikola is now the 2005 champion with 154. Second is O'Hara with 119 and Winslow 3rd with 110. In the promotions, it was Queenan 1st, Soprapto 2nd, and Legree 3rd. Winning the promotions title was Soprapto with 180, Murphy 2nd with 131, and Farrell 3rd with 110.